Hi guys, welcome to the channel Sluggers. I'm Anupam Mishra and I'll provide more details about myself as well as the channel towards the end of the session. For now, let's jump into your error number 33, which is part of your series 50 most essential grammatical errors for the XAT. Okay. However, I would like to first state that this is not just a random list of 50 grammatical errors that we have just come up with. There's in fact quite a logical process involved in creating this list, and the same process I've explained that in detail in a separate video, which you can access by clicking on the link on the top right corner of your video. Okay, so this diagram pertains to that. I've explained all of this in that video there. Okay, so you can watch that if you want. Okay, guys, so let's come to error number 33. By the way, from this point onwards, from this installment onwards, we are moving into the category of confusing words. So basically, in every session, not every, like at least for the next few sessions, I'll be sharing a series of a set of words which aspirants usually confuse. Okay, so let's start with disinterested and uninterested. When you say someone is uninterested in something, you basically your reference is to whether they would like to do it or not like to do it, right? That's the main concern there. That's what it refers to, like whether they'll have some interest in doing it, any personal interest in doing it, or any kind of interest in doing it or not. They won't be interested to do it, right? However, when you use the word disinterested, in that case, it's not about liking, it's rather about whether the person has any stake involved in the situation, right? So if he does have a stake involved, then you cannot regard him as disinterested. Okay, for someone to be a disinterested party in a certain situation in a certain context, they need to you need to ensure that they don't have any stakes involved, right? So okay, so now let's look at the sentences. The first one says a researcher has to be uninterested during the course of research to arrive at objective findings. No, a researcher has to be disinterested. He has to be interested. Like he shouldn't. It won't probably work if he's uninterested. He has to be disinterested. That means whatever or wherever his interests might lie, but at least so far as this research is concerned, he's supposed to not allow any of his biases come into the picture, right? So and supposed to deliver the results as they are, obtain the objective results without there being any kind of bias being exercised. So that would be disinterested. Second sentence, Seema was uninterested in joining her friends for the football premier match premier. Well, in this case, this seems to imply that we are talking about the liking or not liking of Seema, right? So obviously then in that case, the word uninterested does make sense. So yeah, so that's so that makes sentence B correct and sentence A incorrect. Okay, let's go to the next set now. Okay, next set of words, affect and effect. So when you say guys affect, it basically means to, the verb form of it basically means to influence or make a difference to something, right? So if you, for example, in the sentence, the lockdown adversely affected, that means it made adversely influenced most of the local businesses in the area, right? So this seems to be on point. This seems to be correct. Effect, on the other hand, guys, is basically something that has been caused, right? It's the result of an action, right? This happened and hence this was the effect. Okay, so that's the verb, and so effect, like that is the noun form, the final result of the cause to bring about that result. Okay, to get that final noun form of effect, well, you need to effect a change or you need to cause something to happen. That basically is the verb form of the word effect, right? So in the second sentence, the government affected a lockdown for 15 years for the for sorry 15 days owing to the increasing number of COVID-19 cases. Effect does seem to be is in the verb form. Affected is in the verb form, and it basically means to say that the government caused the lockdown, caused to happen, caused to basically brought about the lockdown for 15 days. So again, even this sentence is correct. Okay, your sentence B is also correct, and yeah, so let's go to the next one then. Okay, coming to the third set, guys, the words that we have here are comprised, consists, and comprise. So almost every one of these words more or less means that something might be made up of something, right? So X might be made up of Y, Z, A, B, C, etc., etc. But the way they are used with prepositions or without them is different. Like for example, comprised of will always be comprised of. You'll never write that the rainbow is comprised seven colors. You need to have that off there, right? So the first sentence is correct. The rainbow is comprised of seven colors. Second one says the rainbow consists of seven colors. Yes, even that is correct. The usage of the proposition of here makes sense. The rainbow consists of seven colors. Fair. Finally, the rainbow comprises seven colors. Yes. So if you're using comprises, in that case, obviously you don't have to use your your prepositions here, right? So you can simply write the rain comprises the rainbow comprises seven colors. Okay, so yeah, thus these sentences are correct, A, B, C, all three of them, and I hope you've understood now the difference of usage between these three words and the other words that we discussed earlier. Okay. Finally, guys, my quick introduction. I'm Anupam Mishra and I'm Lucknow alumnus. I have worked in the past with organizations such as Hotstar, UNICEF, Apollo TAS, IMS, etc. I've also worked with an academy as an educator in the past, recognized by their Johnny Ive Award. And I was regarded as one of the top VRC educators that they had. These are my CAT credentials, and Sluggers is basically my endeavor to plug in all the crucial gaps that I believe there are in the test prep industry, starting with the CAT exam. Okay, now, yeah, so that's about me. Do move on to the next era. Okay.